We are back on this Call of Cthulhu, or Cthulhu, however you want to say it. So I'm gonna do maybe like an hour and a half of this, maybe two, and then jump on some, jump back into Heavy Rain that I haven't played in a minute, and do maybe like an hour and a half or 2 hours of that. I am gonna keep good on my two streams today, I promise. Alright.
Who goes there? That nightmare again. I need a drink.
My headset disconnected for a second. My bad.
No. I want to know what Bradley and Dr. Colden have to say about all this.
You're awake, Mr. Pierce. How do you feel?
Did I sleep long?
The day is only starting. It's fine.
How's our fugitive? Dr. Fuller hasn't reported your disappearance to the Force, but that'll come soon.
Bradley?
Who else would it be?
Mr. Pierce, are you all right? You look like you saw a ghost.
There are things I can't explain.
Tell us. What happened?
I saw people in hoods. They had stolen Mrs. Hawkins' paintings.
Who are you talking about? Why would they do such a thing?
I don't know, but they were a threat. They've taken over the caves under the mansion. They were performing some kind of ritual. One of the entryways was under Charles Hawkins' office.
We suspect Mr. Hawkins of being involved.
My patients believe the old islanders used to worship primitive sea gods. Could they be the focus of the cult?
Am I hearing this right?
So you think me gullible?
No, not at all.
What else did you uncover, Mr. Pierce?
I have flashbacks. They haunt me.
What did they do to you?
There was that Dr. Fuller and a nurse. Blood everywhere. My legs, the pain, I couldn't bear it. I was screaming. They injected me with something. I woke up at the Institute. Bradley was there.
And how you scared us. You seemed demented.
You likely woke up during the anesthesia. No wonder those memories haunt you. What in God's name were they doing to you?
What happened afterwards?
When I woke up the second time, I was in a padded cell. That's where you found me, Doctor. After you released me, I got a good look at what's in store for the patients of the Riverside Institute. Hallucinogenic gas pumped into the cells. An infernal machine. Horrific medical experiments.
Impossible. Dr. Fuller would never do such a thing.
You should believe it, Ethan. What Mr. Pierce saw is precisely what I've been trying to prove. Did you discover anything else?
I met a Francis Sanders. You know him?
Of course, he's a patient. Or was. I haven't seen him since Dr. Fuller had him transferred to the basement.
He knew Sarah Hawkins. And that's what killed him.
What? How did he die?
I'm not sure I can explain it.
Tell me how Mr. Sanders died.
I didn't see what, but something was there with us.
Of what do you speak?
I'm gonna need you to stop
Sanders said
heavily breathing.
It was Sarah Hawkins' visitor. He spoke of it like a living being.
Sarah Hawkins? Have I missed something here? This makes no sense. I don't see how it can help crack the Hawkins case.
You really think she's involved? How could she have murdered Mr. Sanders?
Francis Sanders mentioned Mrs. Hawkins just before dying. It's no coincidence.
You know, Francis Sanders was a well-known art collector. I guess you can still pay a visit to his wife, Irene Sanders.
An art collector, you say? That's probably how they met.
If you plan on having dinner at the Sanders household, please spare the widow the tale of her late husband's suffering.
I don't agree. She deserves the truth.
But that truth may be biased. We don't know the bottom of it.
Should I tell her the truth? Or should I lie?
He's right. We can't ignore the truth.
But it could drive her mad.
Better madness than ignorance. Very well. I'll go to see Francis's widow. Perhaps I'll find a link between her husband's death and Sarah Hawkins.
Don't end up in the hospital this time.
I'll do my best.
I don't know if it's me, but I still don't understand how I ended up in that mental institution. This... man... alright. This is all kinds of weird. So I do remember that guy getting tossed around.
What can I do for you, sir?
Mrs. Sanders? I'm a private detective. We must talk about your husband and his ties to Sarah Hawkins. Can I come in?
You may. However, before we go any further, please know that my husband died yesterday.
That is precisely what brings me here.
Well, well, look who's here.
This bitch. Excuse my language. Sorry. Why you gotta look at me like that, lady?
You know each other.
Our paths crossed, briefly. The brave detective has a talent for sticking his nose into my business.
I bump into her every time I'm investigating someone's death.
It's a small island, detective. My island. It's better that it's you bumping into me.
You're investigating Francis' death. Why? Who hired you?
I spoke to Francis before he died. His story suggests a link to a case I'm working on.
Well, since this business has got nothing to do with me, I'll be in your husband's office, Irene. We'll carry on later.
Very well, Miss Baker. This way, Mr. Pierce. And do make yourself comfortable. It would seem that you have much to tell me. May I inquire as to when you had the opportunity to talk to my husband?
Yeah, but first...
Yesterday. I met him at the hospital. He spoke to me about Sarah Hawkins.
Oh, of course he spoke to you about her. That's all he
First,
talked
let me
about.
just tell you
Sarah
that
Hawkins and her
that's a
paintings.
lovely nightgown.
Please forgive my tone.
If that's a nightgown.
The fact is that I have not been allowed to see him since he was interned. You, on the other hand, a perfect stranger, were able to see him and even talk with him the day he died. How was he? Were you present when he had this attack?
Yeah.
What happened?
You're taking it quite well. I was going there when it happened. Should I tell her he died screaming? Because he technically was being tossed around a room by some ghost.
What happened to your husband is terrible, Mrs. Sanders.
No, that's not.
But from what I saw, it was inevitable. The man I met yesterday had lost his reason. He suffers no longer, if you would allow me such a platitude.
Of course. Thank you for your kind words. Nobody in that hospital would have deigned to speak them to me. However, it will require more than that to soothe my mind. I need to understand. How could this happen? In a reputed institute? And right before your eyes? Did you not do anything to help him?
Well, see, what had happened was, I got a check-ins and the savings. No, you know what? I'm not gonna quote Kevin Hart.
So ask Fuller, he's the eminent doctor. But I would caution you, you'll find his treatments more terrifying than the illnesses he sets out to cure.
That churl no longer takes the trouble to receive me. He sends his secretary to tell me that I cannot see Francis. Me. His own widow. He must think that I am a terrible wife for having abandoned him in such a way. But I only wanted what was best for him.
I'm not here to condemn you, Mrs. Sanders.
Oh, I'm tired, Mr. Pierce. I would be grateful if you could tell me what you expect of me, and then leave.
Did your husband talk to you about Sarah Hawkins' visitor? A shambler, to use his precise terms.
Well, you can imagine that's all he talked about. It's exhibited at the center of the gallery. No better place for the painting that endowed him with the privilege of such a shameful and miserable end to his life.
Hold on. The Shambler is a painting by Sarah Hawkins.
Who else to paint such horrors? Take a look for yourself, if you feel so inclined.
It is my only lead at this stage. I suppose I have nothing to lose.
Then you have paid no heed. For my part, I refuse to set foot in that gallery again. But if you're so eager to see it, I would urge you to make the most of your visit. Because I count on ridding myself of that thing as soon as I can.
So I can take
Thank you, Mrs. Sanders. I won't be long.
Lady.
The day the Shambler came into the Sanders' lives.
Whoa. That's a big big F painting. So let's find out. Can't go there.
A house of artists. Francis Sanders and Sarah Hawkins were close. Friends, even?
Okay. What is this? What else am I supposed to look at? Ah.
Sanders' accession register. He wrote beside the Shambler, "Finally." What did Sarah Hawkins fear so much that she didn't want to sell the painting?
1 second, guys.
He finally won. Was Sanders aware of his imminent doom?
That's the painting. Is there anything else?
A house of artists.
Besides that.
He didn't want Sanders to have the painting. She must have felt devastated. Was she jealous of Sarah Hawkins?
So maybe Mr. Sanders here and Sarah Hawkins had a thing? Oh, what are you screaming about? Oh god.
The Shambler. I need to see it.
Alright. Yeah, was it me or did you guys see that move too for a second?
Let's see what this cylinder has to say once it's inserted in a phonograph.
Irene, I made a mistake. I fear that it might be too late for me. Nobody should enter, except to burn everything. I never had the courage. Pay somebody to do it. He's inside my head. I see him behind my eyelids each time I shut my eyes.
Jeez, that's deep.
I can't take any more. I can't hold him back. Forgive me.
That accursed gallery. Those accursed paintings. That accursed Sarah.
I'm sorry, Miss Irene. That's still creepy. Oh, so my lady said she was gonna be in the office right here.
That's twice you've stepped on my toes, Detective. Try not to make a habit of it.
I've got a lot of bad habits.
Or are you gonna do
Some
what,
can
lady?
be more fatal than others. What have
Oh,
you come
shit.
looking for in this gallery?
Another painting by Sarah Hawkins. One connected to the horrors I've discovered on this island.
What a surprise. I'm listening.
You don't need to know.
And you? What brings you to the Sanders home?
I'm here on business. Irene asked me to liquidate all these paintings. She doesn't intend to hang around here for long.
Why you?
Believe it or not, there aren't many collectors on Darkwater. It needs someone with a network and a means of transport to the mainland. A choice that comes down to Fitzroy and me. And I'm far more pleasant, wouldn't you say?
No? You're mean as heck, lady. The key. Read the book, don't read the book. Jesus. That was
The strange
That's not a good
Amerindian
idea.
pendant. I could use one of those.
give me them sleeping pills.
Strange. For months, Sarah Hawkins refused to part with her painting, to finally give it away for nothing.
Not now, sweetheart. I'd like to read this without some snoop looking over my shoulder.
Oh snap. Calling me sweetheart, huh, lady?
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
Even though you're mean as heck. Yep, just come around moving everything. Dissertation on an anatomical question. Cool. Is that painting in here? Oh, wow. It's actually quite... That's creepy. But awesome.
These artifacts date from pre-Columbian times.
That's teeth. Definitely. It's a place to hide. Why would I need to hide in this house? There it is. I'm not ready for that yet.
The man transformed an entire wing of his manor into an art gallery.
That's pretty dope. Huh. This child is choking out a chicken. Or a goose. Whatever that is. That's pretty cool. Now, look, I would not want to have this in my house. No. Yeah, that's totally a goose. What's this? Oh, cool. I'm not ready for that. That's a giant face. Is that tentacles on this line? That would be pretty dope to see in real life. Sorry, I'm just, I'm just a curious person. That's nasty. Ew. I'm just a curious person. That's why I'm walking around looking at all the art really quick. Quick walk.
Why was he so interested in old weapons?
Alright. Now to the real thing. Yo, my man. Oh, ew. Ew, what is that? Nope. if you don't move, it can't see. Do I have to escape this thing, don't I?
What the hell was that?
Oh, hell no. Oh, shit. Oh, God. Excuse my cussing, but oh, God. Ooh. I don't know what I'm supposed to do. Is it still here? Oh, God. Nope. No. What is my... Alright, hold on. Oh man, I'm missing one. Huh. Dude, that thing is creepy. What is this? Alright, time to go back out and face this thing. Oh. 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 Am I supposed to lead it back to the painting?
That thing came out of this painting. There has to be a link. Maybe if I destroy it.
Ow. Ow. Oh god. Oh god. It's right behind me. Oh god.
That thing came out of this painting. There has to be a link. Maybe if I destroy it. Damn. I could try tearing the painting with this thing.
Do it. Just do it. Just do it. Just do it.
Damn it. This dagger.
Oh god. Well. That sucks.
What the hell was that?
Oh, this is smash that.
Maybe
that.
I can use this dagger.
Where is it? There it is. Stab it. Stab it. Stab it.
Damn it! This dagger didn't work.
Grab that. Do it.
Damn it! I have to use a specific dagger.
Smash it. Grab that. Grab that. Grab that. What? Is it this one? Stab this. Do it. God damn it. Oh! Oh! A specific dagger. Okay. Specific dagger. Okay.
What the hell?
Consult diary. Okay, let's see.
What's that?
So I tried that one. I tried that one. Is it this one? Where's he at? Where's he at? Oh god. Nope. Nope. I'm so dead. Why can't you run faster? Hold on. Hold on. Alright. I had to deal with a phone call really quick, so let's get back to it.
I can use this dagger.
Oh god. Listen. Oh god. Listen, buddy. Buddy, old pal. Buddy, old pal. Friend. You don't have to do that. Stab it. Cut it. Do something.
Damn it!
I'm dead. I'm dead. Oh god. Where's he at? Let's try this one. Grab it.
This dagger looks different.
Oh god. Cut it. I need you to cut. I guess. Oh, thank you. Stab him in the face. Stab him in the face. Ew, that's creepy. That thing is so creepy.
What's the matter with you? You sure you won't be needing that hand?
Excuse me.
You're losing it, Detective. At this rate, you're right. The bottle will get you before I do.
You didn't see anything.
I saw you within an inch of putting a dagger through your forearm. Did I miss something more interesting?
Yeah, the painting's cursed.
Sanders was right. This painting is cursed.
What are you talking about?
I was attacked by a creature. I pushed it back, I think.
I think so too.
I ran, screamed, broke a pane of glass. You were in the next room and you didn't hear a thing.
If I hadn't heard a thing, I'd still be in the other room. The door was blocked. I got in as soon as I could. I like to look after my goods.
You mean me?
Don't flatter yourself, sweetheart.
Oh.
I'm talking about the contents of this gallery. And by the way, where do you think you're going with that dagger?
It saved my life. It's an extraordinary dagger.
You should talk to Algernon Drake. He's an antique dealer here on Darkwater. He'll tell you all about it. From what I saw in the ledgers, it was him who sold it to Sanders.
It's not your style to give me free information like that.
Take it as payment for being my canary. A simple trade-off.
All right.
Now go see your antique
Damn,
seller.
Boo-Boo.
I still got things to settle with Irene.
You just gonna give me free information like that, huh? And you gonna call me your goods? Damn. I think that lady liked me. Look, this game gives me the creeps, but it's also got a pretty good storyline to it. I don't know if you guys feel the same way or not. Someone got his head smashed in. Yeah, just slam the door instead of just having it open.
Where's the bookseller? Freud's The Interpretation of Dreams. It's the work that laid the foundations of psychoanalysis at the beginning of this century.
Let me just not investigate for the bookseller really quick.
Another volume of the Reverend's wife's diary.
I just try to steal everything I can here. Anything interesting. I'll go in there in a second. Oh. Excuse me, sir. Can I have this chalice? Refill my lantern. So I could be using my lantern a lot more, but I don't want to end up in a spot where I'm using it and there's no refill station around for a while. So I'm trying to save it. Oh snap, somebody smashed their dinner plate. Hi. Hey, excuse me, shopkeep.
What happened here?
I have some books I want to rent from you, shopkeep.
Let's start over. Where did blood? Seems like amateur work.
Okay. Came in. Okay, he came in here. So he went over here.
This burglar seems to be rather clumsy.
Knocked that over. Yeah, so he broke in, walked over here, went straight to this back room.
What killed all these animals?
Animals? Oh, God. Ugh.
What sort of thief leaves his tools at the crime scene? What happened that made the burglar flee before finishing his work?
So That's what killed all them animals.
What the?
Occult
Charles
sick.
Hawkins?
Wait. Charles Hawkins? What? My man.
What sort of power did Sarah Hawkins' painting possess?
Jesus.
Sarah Hawkins helped hide something in this safe.
It's very loud. Okay, she hid something in here. But my question is, what?
Drake put in a great deal of effort to hide whatever is in here. Everything is linked to the Sarah Hawkins case.
Jeez. Alright,
Is everyone on this island taking sleeping pills?
Jesus Christ. How many people need these excuse my language. I need to learn to just chill out with the cursing. How many people need to, learn,
What link did he find between Charles Hawkins and an old amulet?
Sorry, I had a brain fart for a second. How many people are taking these dang sleeping pills? Are they that addictive? I'm gonna try some. Jeez.
Drake left instructions on how to find the combination of his safe.
Numbered even if, as thus, celebrated author says. I kind of want to cheat a little bit and look it up so I don't get stuck. But I kind of want to go on the adventure to try to find the numbers for it. Because I can't go any further if I don't. Wait, alchemy? Yeah, I can't go any further if I don't have the information.
Arkham editions. Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection?
3.
Another volume by Arkham Editions.
2.
Arkham Editions. Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection? Another volume by Arkham Editions. Arkham Editions.
Jesus.
Never heard of him. How many volumes are there in this collection?
There's like 8. Yeah, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 8. Sorry. 8 Arkham Edition volumes.
Cylinders that Drake tried to hide. I should perhaps listen to them.
Is there something here that I can... Is there a phonograph here that I can...
The Book of Zion is the foundational work behind Helena Blavatsky's Theosophical movement. Its followers place truth on the same footing as a religion.
Does he not have a phonograph?
Things are not looking good.
Ah, there it is.
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets. And these red drops, like precious... I finally understood that we were only pieces on the chessboard of the gods. Let those of us who are still standing protect our White Queen from their dark soldiers. I see our number dwindling, and my will strengthens as my apprehension grows. We shall refuse to be the playthings of destiny. Dear friend, I thank you again for the anthology of the works of Arkham editions that you sent me. Volume 9, Azathoth and Other Horrors, seemed particularly relevant to my research. I never tire of browsing through them.
Wait, VIII is 9, right?
And these red drops, like precious stones, lie fixed, set in divine gold. To be the guardian of the Grail does not protect me from its attractions, Henry. And I do confess it. I am willing to pay to know its secrets.
Bro, you can't do that to me.
The Queen has little protection. The Chalice of Knowledge.
Ha! I told you I wanted this chalice. I'll take it. I guess I can.
The Chalice of Knowledge.
I'm actually gonna be stupid. I'm sorry if you guys already figured out the answer, but I'm actually not really that smart in figuring out numbers like this, so I might actually cheat for a second. Alright, give me a second. So I cheated. Um, don't hate me. I'm not able to figure out normal people stuff. Yo, what the? Well, that sucks. Let's see how this next part starts. I know I stop it in the most weird and awkward places, but I might end the stream here. Let's find out. Come on, load faster. Do you not want to load? Come on. There we go.
Dr. Colden, this man's condition is deteriorating.
What says Dr. Fuller? It's his patient, after all.
He's busy with Captain Fitzroy.
Alright. Well, that is a good place to stop. I'm gonna take a quick bathroom break, and then we'll start. I'll start the stream on back on Heavy Rain. But I hope you guys enjoyed. That monster was just creepy. I'm probably gonna have nightmares. Anyway, if you did, do me a favor. Like and subscribe for me. You don't have to comment if you don't want to. And I will see you guys in my next stream. Catch you in a bit. Bye.